Good evening. To dovetail along with what Gene said, it's a solid point. A big pile of the literature that we have on the impacts of these wind turbines are based on much smaller turbines. There are very few have installed 490-foot class turbines, and most of the documentation, data, and studies that are smaller class. So it makes perfect sense, if anything, to make larger setbacks and not smaller. I understood that letter you read was yours, correct, Perry?
Yes.
Yeah. I fully appreciate your concerns about health, safety, and welfare. We understand that that is the highest calling of all elected and appointed officials, above all, to protect health, safety, and welfare. But the trend with turbines, particularly even in Michigan, is to go to ever more stringent regulations. The state of Michigan started with 55 decibels and 1,000 feet setback. Huron County started, I think, at 50 decibels and 1,000 feet of setback, and they have a lot of litigation, ongoing litigation still in Huron County. The next iteration came out at 45 decibels. You've heard expert witness testimony from 4 sound engineers, Mr. Goldberg, Mr. James, Mr. Rand, and then Mr. Punch. 3 of those 4 people, uncompensated by wind developers, recommended a level of 40 or 35. Only the one brought on behalf of Exelon recommended a number higher. Even Russ Lundberg, head of zoning in Huron County, who's a strong advocate of wind energy, started with a 50 and has now dropped down to 45 decibels, said he never supported 55. Peter Goldberg also does not recommend 50 decibels, yet it's a number you've selected, as I understand it, for the participants, 2 participants. If it's not safe for non-participants, is it safe for participants? I would argue that it's not. Then quickly, here's some, I'll give you these documents. Denmark has a minimum setback of 4 times the height from habitation. If it's closer than 6 times, an estimation is carried out free of charge regarding the depreciation of property value. And guess what? Compensation is required. France, French Academy of Medicine recommends near 4,900 foot setback, according to the French Academy of Medicine. It's not honored, that's the recommendation. Germany, quiet regions, 35 decibels, which works out to a 3,300 to 4,900 foot setback. Italy, 5 times the height. One district, 10 times the height. Netherlands, 40 decibels is their noise limit. So none of these things that we did in Riga were exclusionary or out of the norm at all. In fact, I defy you to show that there is, in fact, an accepted industry standard. The state of Michigan has abandoned their guidelines after great dispute at the Michigan Public Service Commission. Those guidelines are going away because it's not working. The bottom line is we're gridded out in 1 mile squares in the state of Michigan, which makes it hard to site turbines a half mile or a mile away from homes. But that's not our fault. That's Thomas Jefferson's fault. And we shouldn't have to bear the price for that now because they want to erect turbines that have a circle of influence far beyond what they actually say it is. Thank you.